Well, it has been a while I had to set this up, huh? Boom. Wow. Doing good. What are we waiting on? We are waiting on YouTube to connect here. Initializing. Oh, it is turning it on. Alright guys, new setup. As I mentioned before, I will be explaining everything. There we go. All connected. Boom. Two, three. We're good. We're good. Okay, hey guys, I'm SlaveToTheGames. I'm sure you know that, and if you're new, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you guys subscribe and leave a like for support. Same for those of you returning. Now, I haven't actually been playing DayZ for about 2 weeks now, and I don't plan on playing it anytime soon within the next week to two, because I was starting to get a little bit tired of it. And it's not that it was necessarily boring, it's that I could sense myself growing less and less entertained and growing less and less okay, I had less of a drive to play it, and it was still fun to me. It's just my drive was waning, and I didn't like that. I wanted to be able to not power myself out, drain myself of all my fun and expectations of the game, especially when I heard that next week or 2 weeks from now or a couple weeks 1.03 and 1.04 is supposed to be coming to the consoles, PlayStation and Xbox. So I am going to do about an hour to 2 hour stream on this today, but it is going to be the last one until the updates come out, and then I will be back and I will be playing it again, because dear God, there's definitely some things in there other than the night vision. Decided to try to go for a real cough this time. Okay, let's get this out of here. So obviously the vehicle's in here from last time. So I'm gonna head up into the woods a little bit. Yeah, okay. And basically, other than that, I also got my brand new computer parts in, which is essentially just a whole new computer, guys. But trust me, it should be looking a lot better for you guys. I had literally spent all day yesterday, which is why I didn't have a stream out. I mean, technically I had multiple streams out because I went through like a fuck ton of testing at different bit rates, different settings, etc., yada yada, until I found one that I think looked amazing, and that's this one. This is the best setting I can do to where it'll allow me to stream to Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube all at the same time and still look really good. It has some artifacts, but I mean, get rid of some of those artifacts, like just don't mind them, and it's so good, and it's allowing me to finally accomplish what I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I really wanted to do all three platforms because I really wanted to expand the places, the platforms. I already said that, I just didn't want to do a double word. But it expands on who can see me. It's a little bit more of a broader audience. There we go. Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous right now because of all the stuff I have on me. But anyways, as I was saying, let me just kind of get in this bush and then finish more of the announcements and shit. As I was saying, I really wanted to get this to be the best that I could. I've been trying my hardest to get the graphics and the stream to be as great and as high quality as I can get them, and I've always been struggling because I never wanted to give up being able to stream to multi-platforms. It's always been something at the back of my head that when I did give up and I was just doing Mixer and YouTube, that I was like, okay, I could do just YouTube, and I did just YouTube, but I wasn't ever quite happy with the quality of my stream. I was happy that I was trying, and I was happy where it was, and I knew I was trying my hardest. It's just the technology I had at the time, the parts I had, weren't allowing me to reach the potential I could. They weren't allowing me to utilize everything I knew. Essentially, I was bottlenecking myself. You know, if any of you know what that means. Pretty much, I couldn't do what I was trying to set out to do. Therefore, I was limiting myself. And eventually, after months of saving, I finally got the parts I needed. surprisingly, it's actually a better computer than my laptop, the one that I actually game on. Which is good, obviously, because, you know, it's mine. They're both mine. But it makes me a little bit sad that the laptop wasn't as good as I thought it was. Or just isn't as powerful as I would hoped it would have been. Now, on the plus side, I can still do, like, 15K bitrate. I can't do 45K anymore because I'm using X264. I'm no longer using the graphics card. Because, as you can see, it looks a hell of a lot better. It runs a lot better and on X264 than it does the graphics card. And I will be sticking with this. I'm hoping eventually I'll be able to up it again so that I can use even more of the CPU, because I'm almost there. Like, I'm already in the, like, I'm at that high end area. Like, when it comes to a streaming computer, it's low high end. Like, it's in the high end. And it makes me very proud of myself and the time it took me to get all of this. And I know this is all just a giant rant pretty much, but I want to keep you guys in the loop, you know? I care about you guys because I know that at least sometimes you guys care about me. And I want to share what makes me happy and what makes me proud, especially when it comes to this channel and when it comes to you guys. I'm hoping a lot of you guys, or most of you guys who are here watching this, do listen to this and do pay attention to at least this beginning part. Obviously, you don't have to be here for the whole video. That'd be amazing, obviously, as well. But I just really wanted to catch you up on what was going on. Now, aside from that, I am going to be hopefully going through and messing with my mic settings more, because I want to try to get that perfect sound. I don't know how it sounds right now, but I want it to be perfect. I want my voice to sound smooth. I want it to sound great. I want it to sound like I'm talking in the TV, in the headset that you're listening to, not at it, you know? That's what I'm really trying to go for. On the plus side, I also went through and completely am done with the stream settings. I don't have to keep altering them. I know exactly what my highest is. I know exactly what my lowest is. I know exactly where I need to be. I no longer have to think back and forth and question myself, am I doing it the right way? I know I'm doing it the right way now. I know everything's there. And if you guys are curious about what my settings are or what a bunch of the different ones are, I have literally a huge playlist now. It's like 9 to 12 videos of different settings, different bit rates, etc. And in the description below, all of them, you can see exactly every single thing I changed, every single thing I altered to get what that video quality gave. And on top of that, I can also do indistinguishable recording now, which pretty much makes it look fucking phenomenal. Like, what you're seeing now, I'm assuming it's after the processing is done, because it's during its live, let's say during its live stage right now, it's the best it's looked live, but it's not crystal clear. When it does processing, it's even clearer, but it's not crystal. But indistinguishable recording, which is what's happening in the background right now as I stream, is causing it to look like it is. My videos have never looked better than then. But the thing is as I have the streaming right now, the recording, by the time I upload it to YouTube, it's gonna have compression in it, which is gonna pretty much make the stream and the video for the recording, both of them are gonna be the same thing. So while it's nice to see my indistinguishable recording be and then have it as a backup that will be in the same quality as the stream in the end, it also sucks I can't get that crystal clear quality right now, you know? Because if I could show you what it looks like, you guys would be like, oh my god, that looks nice. Like, and by nice, I mean like blown away nice, like crystal clear. That's not an exaggeration. I have reached the crystal clear in terms of recording, and I feel if I upgrade more, I can get there in the stream as well. So we will get there eventually, guys. We will. Now, moving on from the computer, moving on from the 1.03 and the 1.04, with a brief thing about how they have a few more guns coming in, about how there's some more added shit like tracer bullets and shit like that. I'm only really caring about the night vision goggles and the fact that zombies will be able to carry loot on them. Like, they'll have like gear like backpacks and hats and clothing and shit. I think that is awesome, because then you don't have to just find it in the world on the ground. You can now find it on zombies too, like other than just food and like stuff that they dropped anyways. Now you can even find it on their body, which is going to bring a whole new concept when you're fighting them, because you can't just shoot randomly. You can't just swing randomly, because like what if you want a field backpack? Obviously I don't think there'll be a field backpack on anyone just roaming around, but just say there was. You don't want to damage that backpack, and that's going to be hard. So you have to think, how do I want to fight this guy? How do I want to take this zombie out without damaging the gear? If you want to loot that gear, because you could destroy it just like you would off a person. And I think that the night vision goggles, obviously the guns are a nice change, but honestly it's the night vision goggles and that feature right there that is making me just oh yeah, and then the fact that you can get grenades in it as well, that is a nice touch. I'm not too excited for the grenade throwing. I mean, it kind of looks but I mean, I guess it's the initial stages of that. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just those two things I'm really looking forward to. There are a lot more things added and more fixed, and then there's some other things that have been made aware. So if you do want to know about the changelog and anything, I could actually just put like the thing down below in the description, so you guys can just click to it and then see it. Or you could also just, you know, wait until I play it myself, because I will be playing it myself when it comes out. I am very excited for it. One more thing that I forgot on that is the universal lighting. Oh, there we go. Let's just do this real quick. There we go. Okay, good. The universal flashlights, not lighting. I was zoning out because I thought I heard footsteps. That is going to be able to be put on certain helmets, especially like the tactical helmet. I cannot wait for that as well. That's the last thing for there. And then finally, I'm sure you guys are questioning why I have this gigantic tent. And I'm sure you guys all remember me getting all this gear. I did have all of it. There was a period of time I was trying to build a car. I don't actually remember if that was the last stream. I don't think it was, because I played this a lot. It like all the like 26 parts that I did before, I did even more playing it by myself as well, or just playing it off stream with other people. I still continued playing even after. Was really into this, and I still am, like I said, just waiting till 1.03 and 1.04 since they're coming out in a bundle. So that is when I'll get back into it, and I promise you guys I will put out at least 10 more in that week that those are released, as long as I'm obviously aware that they were released. So please don't forget to leave a message if I do forget, or if I am not aware that it has been released, because I do want to hop in then and play as soon as it's there. One thing I am concerned about is that the duplication glitches, and then the server hopping. These things need to be fixed. They're, in my opinion, it's ruining parts of the game, and it will inadvertently eventually ruin the game for me as well, because other people get it, they won't care about what they do. There's less risk, less rewarding experiences, because you can just dupe, because you can just get these things easier. Nothing is as intense, nothing is as hard, nothing is as real and risky and feeling when you can just easily just glitch or exploit something. And you guys already know from listening to me before and from talking about before, I don't like exploits, I don't like cheats, and I tend to ignore it. I don't want to do it. I want no part of it. But eventually these exploits, especially the server hopping or the duping, will encounter me, and I've already encountered the duping. I've had friends ask me to do it. I've seen and heard people talk about doing it, and that's just secondhand. So I'm hoping that that is fixed. I did read something about how the server hopping is going to be mitigated. There'll be like, maybe, I think it's either you have to have like a new character per each one, or like there's a longer delay, like 130-second server load in, and oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. There's 130-second server load in when you switch servers, and then there's going to be server points you spawn in. So you won't spawn exactly where you were when you leave and then go into a new server. You'll spawn at a server point. So like where there's fresh spawns, now there's server spawns. So when you move from one server to the next, there'll be server spawns as well. So I don't know how well that's gonna work, but I do know that's what they're doing aside from the timer and maybe one other thing. But I think that's their main focus right now. I don't know if they'll actually help in terms of the server hopping, but I do think that might. Hopefully that doesn't become a huge problem, because that could be like maybe get teleported across the map. That would not be fun. And then finally, back to the story. My friend Halo and I were walking up north, and I stumbled across a base, and I stole like a bunch of their shit, dropped the rest of it, and stole their tires, walked all the way back, and it turns out I didn't need the tires because I was building a car. It was the wrong tires because my car took different tires. So I carried it back for no reason, made me very upset. Not too upset, obviously I was just disappointed that I carried it back for nothing. I threw their other tires in the lake though, and you know, took out their bases, structures, foot, it's what holds it up. Fuck, what is it? Roots, no, what is it? God damn. I'm forgetting it. I'm having a mind fart. It's what holds it up, the base, the structure, I don't know. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure somebody right there is gonna be like, actually, this is what you were gonna say, and feel free to correct me, because I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. But I took it apart, okay? So whenever they went to do something to it, it might have fallen apart, I don't know. And then everything in their tents and everything else, I just completely destroyed. I just completely dropped everything so it despawned. They probably did not have a good day. So I made it back, got everything ready for the car, everything. And then I was like, why won't it start? And I realized that the battery didn't have the metal wire. And so I went looking for it. And then after I went looking for it, I never ended up finding it. I spent a really long time looking for it. And then at one point in time, all this stuff right here, I did not realize that I was getting hungry. And in not realizing I was getting hungry, I trapped myself in a town. And it got to the point where my health started decaying. And then my health ended up getting all the way down to like a sliver of a health. And then zombies. I had to choose. Am I gonna die right at that second and just let myself die out and hide? Or am I gonna risk firing my gun off at night and killing as many of the zombies as I could, and then killing the entire horde that showed up so I could get food and drink? And I risked it for that brisket. You damn straight, I risked it for that brisket. And then eventually, like, I held up in this like tiny little house. I just kept shooting and shooting until they all died. I mean, you can go back and see. I think it's the last stream before this one, maybe. It might even not be that stream, like I said. It might have just been the time I was just playing. I think it was actually just the time I was just playing, so I don't think you'll be able to see it. I have a screenshot of it, though. Here, one sec. Let me go here and then open my messages. Friends. Nope. Notifications. Message. There we go. Yep, here we go. So there we go. So this is just one side of the house that I ended up shooting them on. Like, this was one side. They were on the other side as well. All three edges of it, they weren't on the other side because there was a fence blocking it, but all the three corners of this house, they were on it. And it was really intense. Just at the last second did I find food and drink, and I ate it all, I drank it all, and it saved me. I was at flashing by the time I was able to drink everything and eat everything. I was already in the flashing health, and it slowly but surely brought it back up, and I ended up surviving. It was a ridiculous night, though. It was one of the hardest ones I encountered, and I was afraid I was going to lose everything again. So then, we came back to that place that I mentioned, the one that I raided. But we couldn't find it, and we accidentally went too far because we were reading the map wrong, and I'm still in the learning how to do it. Halo didn't really know how to do it, so he was going off my instructions, and we went way too far. But then we stumbled across a river that had this tent, and this tent stores up to 500 slots. You can also park your car inside it too and then close it. And we were like, hell yeah. So then we also got 2 jerry cans, which I realize are gone now because the 2 of them are in the car that disappeared, and one of them is on Halo, so he died. So that means we lost all the jerry cans. The car obviously is despawned since it's been like 2 weeks. But I mean, other than that, I do have all the parts. I have the plug, I have the battery, I have another plug just in case. I have food, water just in case I need it. I have some medicine. Speaking of medicine, there will be fevers and stuff to go with the medicine that's in the game already, like to counter the problems. You can get sick or not sick. You can fever will give you fatigue. You know, all that shit. I thought that would be interesting. But I do got mostly everything I need. I think, let's see, this. Oh shit, you know, the battery. I don't have the battery charger. But I don't think I need the battery charger. Just battery, plug. The hell's the third thing? There's definitely a third thing. Well, fuck. Let me just drink some of this real quick. I could have sworn, like, there's the battery, that plug, and then what? There's one other thing. There's one other thing. I'm forgetting it. Is it the radiator? The radiator. That's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I don't have that now. I did have everything, but I guess because it despawned and all that, I have almost everything now. As long as I don't get killed, I should be fine on defenses. As I said, we have been here for a while. This isn't really about gameplay right now. It's mainly just catching up everything. I have been focusing on Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Nightmare difficulty and Spider-Man on Super Fantastic. Superstar. I don't know. It's the hardest difficulty on Spider-Man as well. I do want to focus on those, and I'm hoping that I can at least beat Spider-Man before DayZ's 1.03 and 1.04 come out. I really don't know where I want to put this, so I guess I'm just going to go up this way into the woods. I really don't want to go that way, or too far. But there is another place immediately I know about that's good to hide a tent. Honestly, there's no really good place to hide a tent. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could climb up on top of the building, but I don't know any easy way up there. I mean, either way, basically, I wanted to catch you guys all up on everything that was going on, what I was thinking. Hence the reason why, because of how busy I've been, I just don't have the camera set up. I don't. It's not in the right area. I don't even have it plugged in. It'll get there though. I know by the time DayZ comes up again, the camera will be back. We won't have to worry about that. Some other good news I found out that Outer Worlds, the game made that the people made New Vegas, and I think they made 3. I don't know. The Fallout games, New Vegas and 3. That's gonna be free because, well, not really free because if you pay for the Game Pass, it's not free. But technically it is, and I don't have to pay the full 60 for it, or 40. So I can't wait to play that either. The Sinking City I will be getting. I was supposed to get it on release, but, you know, the PC kind of set me back because I got the whole new PC and made sure that I could stream better. But to me, that was more important than adding a new game that was most likely going to be pushed back for now anyways. Man, am I horrible at keeping track of certain games. I have so many games, and I just have so many things I want to play at the same time that I just sometimes can't make up my mind, you know? I can close this now. I had a little cheat sheet to keep, like, all my thoughts in order, so I could try and think, like, what is everything I want to tell everybody, you know? And, oh, you know, I have to really double check real quick. Okay, yeah, seems like I can hear my voice at least, and I can hear the game. I had to plug it in and relearn how to plug in the chat link again for the PlayStation. That was a pain in the ass because I forgot how to do it. I had to go back online and be like, how do I do it? Be a scrub again. But now I don't have to, and I won't have to for a while. Forgot about that. I got World War Z and World War Z weapon skin for World War Z and Tom Clancy's Division Gold Edition for free for buying my computer parts off of Newegg. It was a deal going on that if I got all these, which is what I needed anyways, and I got it in that specific order with the combo, that I would get those 2 games for free. And I was like, hell yes, I definitely want to do that. So even though I had them on the PlayStation, it's still technically free because I was getting the parts for the computer anyways. And now I can play Tom Clancy's Division Gold Edition. In total, like, I'll have the season pass now, which I don't on PS4. My friend decided he's not going to get it. But now I'll actually have it. I can play it at a better setting. I can play it at higher graphics, etc. On the side note of that, I was talking about building my gaming PC, you know, the super ultra beast computer that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's going to take a long time to do that, obviously, because I'm currently saving money for it. But I was originally going to go like all out and be like 4K, 2080 Ti, 4K monitor, 4K graphics, not graphics card, 4K capture card and everything. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to push it that far. Like, I don't mind, and here's the thing, I don't mind playing it at 4K 60 FPS. You know, I don't mind that. And the thing is, with the really powerful system I might be getting, all the parts, running it at 4K on ultra graphics, like everything is set to the max, would be like setting it to where I'd have 60 FPS, maybe like 50 to 60 FPS. And that's depending on the game as well. Which, to me, I come from consoles, you know? I come from consoles before PC, so normally I'm used to like 30, 40 FPS. So that's still a win for me. I know, obviously, if you've had a PC and you have like 100 and 200 FPS, like, I have seen that does improve your gameplay. It can actually make you a better gamer and give you an edge over other people. Same with the refresh rate being higher. That can also help. So I'm really conflicted now. I'm like, do I want to go that extra mile to get it to 4K? And I'm thinking, if I do, then I'll be ready. You know, I'll be prepared for when things start becoming standard in 4K. But then the thing is most people watch everything in 1080 60 here, you know? So even if I got the 4K, I'd have to game in 1080 60 FPS and then record in 1080 60 FPS. So that you guys would see it at the best that I could. And I don't think I'd get the best out of it, you know? So I was thinking, maybe when I get all these parts, I get a 1080 60 FPS, like the best monitor that I can get for it. And then get the best, like, get like the computer parts that are capable of running, I don't know, 4K or 1440. But have a 1080 monitor and not play in 4K so that I'm ready for it. But I'm not fully built there. I don't know. I'm really struggling with what I want to do here. So if you guys got any ideas, I will gladly think about it and hear it out. Let me do a quick double check again. Okay, yeah. You're gonna hear a little bit of an echo for like a brief second there. It's basically just because I was listening to my chat, making sure everything's sounding fine. Another thing, guys, is because I'm completely running my streaming computer on CPU, which is making it look a lot better, you know, etc. It should never crash again like we have had it happen a couple times. Okay, let's put this here next to this tree. Oh yeah, and I remember that they were also mentioning that they were going, they were working on performance and optimization fixes for the game. Hopefully that helps increase the damn... Oh my god. Oops. Not what I want to do. Hopefully that increases how damn well first person fighting in this is, or even third person. Just aiming on the sight is ridiculous. Feels a lot smoother right now, but that's probably only because I haven't played in a while. Also on the edge of the map, so I shouldn't encounter too many people. If I do, then it's definitely something that needs to be killed right away. Uh-oh. Person there. Ooh, scary. I'm not gonna stick around here long enough after that gunshot. Oh yeah, it's over there. Fuck. I'm gonna have to be careful. Also, they're increasing the gunshots that you can hear, like the sound, the audio, to like 3.5 kilometers. Gonna have to be careful because it was coming over from that direction. Gonna have to be careful. We're gonna have to be careful. Man, it sucked to just be domed. Like, welcome back. Die. I'm being like extra careful because of that shot. I like walking while zoomed out unless I'm like doing like quick movements, like zoomed out like this, because then I can see everywhere, you know? Gives me more finer details. Uh-oh. The hell is it straying so far away from that? Fucking A, here we go. Fuck, they are hella close. Do not like how close that sound is. Way too intense. Can't tell if they're shooting at zombies or if they're shooting at other people. They're down there. I can't see them. It is coming from that way, right? Oh yeah. Run! There's multiple shots there. There's more than one person there. Man, that is terrifying. You know what? I'll remember, okay, 2 trees right here. Gonna be put right in here. My foot scared the shit out of me. There's a group of zombies there. You hear that? Okay. I don't think he's dead. I don't like not being able to see anybody, knowing that they could be seeing me at any second. If I could just get the military camp in sight. An idea that it might be where he is. God, this is intense. Forgot about how intense it is when you have a lot of gear. I hear footsteps. Oh, here. Okay, well, let's hope that I don't get shot in the back as I turn around after clearing an area. God, man. I think I do need to start a group. It's starting to get crazy walking around solo, you know? Oh, I didn't go far enough. There it is. Oh, there we go. I mean, there's always the possibility he could have just been tailing me, you know? Waiting. Forever waiting. Till I brought him back to my base. Little does he know I don't have one if he is. I mean, if he killed me, he'd just get a killing off of everything, you know? He either switched weapons really fast through the hotkey or the hotbar, and then like quickly switch to a suppressed weapon and then an unsuppressed weapon like really fast. Like fire switch, fire switch, fire. I'm tongue tying myself. Fire switch, fire switch, fire. It is exactly how it went. Okay. And I talked a lot about it, like everything that I needed to catch you guys up on and everything that's been going on, etc., etc. I do apologize ahead of time that there isn't much that I'm doing in it yet. But as I said, I will be there for 1.03, 1.04. Gas station. Still has some of that pop-in texture. Wait. Why is it splitting? Did I accidentally go the wrong? Did I accidentally go too far? I think I did. What is that? Oh, I don't think I went too far. Yeah, I'm good. Fuck me, scaring me. What if I put it under the bridge, you know? Nah, people will walk there. Sorry. Put it under the bridge. I'll be the troll, the person who robs people as they come across the bridge. See, if there was no not spawn trapping, if there's no server hopping, I could build walls under a bridge. That'd be nice. Was there always a sign like that or whatever that is on there? Oh, okay, no, it was just a pop-in. See, that guy was clearly geared because he came down here. There's no spawns down here. That means he's either got a base around here or he's just traveling around here like I am. This is a scary sound. Heard that wind hitting the fence. Thought it was a person moving. Oh, that zombie scared me. I thought that was a person moving. Now I'm all jumpy. That's not... Oh, I heard that. Get back in my spot. Bring this journey to a full circle, everyone. There we go. Okay, guys. As I was saying, thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you already have not. I appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to just chill out, hang with me, catch up on what I had to tell you about, everything that I had to tell you about. It was nice chilling with you guys. Don't forget to stop by again in the next stream. I'll see you guys then.